Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we share uplifting stories of transformation through faith. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content. There was a man named Jake whose life had spiraled into the depths of addiction. Once a promising artist, he found himself lost in the grip of alcohol and drugs. Haunted by the shadows of his past, Jake's mornings began with regret and a pounding headache. His once vibrant studio, filled with half-finished paintings, had become a dim reminder of dreams unfulfilled. Friends had drifted away, and his family's disappointment weighed heavily on his heart. The addiction whispered to him, promising solace but delivering only pain. One fateful evening after a particularly rough day, Jake stumbled into a local bar. As he sat at the counter, drowning his sorrows, he overheard a group of men discussing their struggles with addiction and how they had found strength in faith. Intrigued, Jake leaned closer, catching snippets of their conversation. "God can break any chain," one man declared, his voice filled with conviction. "You just have to believe." That night, unable to shake the words from his mind, Jake returned home and found himself staring at the tattered Bible his grandmother had given him. He picked it up, flipping through the pages until he landed on a passage that resonated deep within him. "If the Son sets you free, you will be free indeed." John chapter 8 verse 36. In that moment, a flicker of hope ignited. He knelt beside his bed and prayed. A simple cry for help. "God, if you're real, please help me break these chains." The next day, Jake woke with a sense of purpose. He sought out the group he had overheard attending their meeting at a community center. There he found a community that embraced him with open arms, sharing stories of their struggles and victories. As weeks turned into months, Jake immersed himself in the recovery process. He learned about the power of accountability, the importance of support, and the transformative nature of faith. With each passing day, he felt the chains of addiction loosening their grip. During this time, Jake rediscovered his passion for art. With each stroke of the brush, he poured his heart into canvases that reflected his journey, pieces depicting darkness and despair, alongside vibrant colors symbolizing hope and renewal. His work began to attract attention, leading to a small exhibition at the local gallery. Yet the road was not without challenges. One evening, Jake faced a daunting temptation as he walked past a familiar bar. Memories flooded back, and for a moment, he felt the pull of his old life. Panic surged through him, but he quickly remembered the words of his newfound friends and the power of prayer. He stepped aside, calling a member of his support group, who reminded him of the strength he had found in faith. With their encouragement, Jake overcame that moment of weakness, reaffirming his commitment to sobriety and the path God had set before him. Months later, as Jake prepared for his art exhibition, he reflected on his journey. The gallery was filled with friends, family, and community members who had come to support him. As he stood beside his artwork, he felt an overwhelming sense of gratitude. "Tonight, I want to share something more than just art," he began, his voice steady. "I want to share my story. For years, I was trapped in addiction. But through faith and the support of this incredible community, I've found freedom. God's power is real, and it can break any chain." As Jake spoke, he could see the impact of his words on the faces around him. Some were moved to tears, others nodding in understanding, inspired by the transformation they witnessed. The exhibition became a celebration of recovery and faith, a testament to the power of God's love. Jake continued to use his art to inspire others, eventually starting a community program that offered art therapy for those struggling with addiction. In the years that followed, Jake became a beacon of hope in Graceville. He often spoke at recovery meetings, sharing his testimony of how God had broken the chains of addiction in his life. Each story he told echoed the message that no one is beyond redemption, and with faith, healing is possible. As the sun set over Graceville, casting a warm glow on the town, Jake looked out at the horizon. He knew the journey was ongoing, but with each day he was reminded of the truth he had come to embrace, that through faith and the power of God, chains can indeed be broken. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content.